City of Blades. Written by Maxfield Willow. Narrated by Jason Guess. Chapter 1. The Long Walk to Work. Evan Vale adjusted the leather strap across his shoulder, the familiar weight of his long sword pressing between his shoulder blades as he stepped into the brisk morning air. Rain had fallen in the early hours, leaving the street damp and the air sharp with the smell of wet stone. The puddles on the pavement caught the light from shop fronts and traffic signals, turning them into fractured mosaics of color. The city stirred with its peculiar harmony of eras. Cars and buses shared the streets with pedestrians in business suits and casual wear, each carrying a blade suited to their personality and skill. A man in overalls pushed a handcart loaded with crates, a falchion swinging lazily from a hoop on his belt. A mother guided her young daughter to school, both wearing training swords in padded sheaths. Even the mail courier striding past carried a side-hanging short sword, its handle worn smooth by years of use. The rhythmic clink of scabbards and guards brushing against buckles layered over the modern soundscape. The hiss of bus brakes, the hum of electric motors, the muffled beat of bass leaking from someone's earbuds. Evan's senses caught each one without conscious thought. The sword was part of the city, as normal as smartphones and takeaway coffee. Overhead, the tram clattered along the elevated track, its windows revealing commuters standing shoulder to shoulder, swords racked neatly in vertical holders near the doors. A flash of sunlight off a polished hilt caught Evan's eye, reflecting for a heartbeat like a silver beacon before vanishing as the tram moved on. Turning onto Broadwell Avenue, Evan found himself in the thick of the morning rush. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee drifted from a corner cafe, mingling with the faint metallic tang wafting from the swordsmith's shop across the street. The shop window displayed everything from elegant small swords to massive Zweilhandas. The latter loomed in the center of the display, a newly forged work gleaming under warm light, its blade nearly as tall as Evan himself. The craftsman was inside at his workbench, his hammer blows ringing out, steady as a heartbeat. Across the street, a martial arts studio had posted a bold new advertisement. A sharply dressed man in a business suit, leaping mid-air with a katana raised high. The tagline reading, "Sharpen your body, sharpen your mind." Evan's own longsword was a study in understatement. The grip, wrapped in black leather, bore the imprint of his hands from years of use. The crossguard was plain steel, the blade showing the subtle patterns left by decades of sharpening and care. No decorative etchings, no precious metals, just a weapon honed for balance and reliability. The rite of selection had cemented this path for him. He remembered standing in the Hall of Arms as a boy of 15, the light from the tall windows cutting across rows of weapon racks. The air was rich with the scent of oil and leather, the faint grind of a whetstone somewhere in the distance. Each youth had moved at their own pace, testing blades, weighing their choices. Some sought flash, curved sabers with ornate guards, cleavers that looked designed to frighten more than fight. Evan had gone directly to the longsword rack, lifted one from its place, and known instantly that this was his. Now, decades later, he passed a knot of teenagers clearly fresh from their own ceremonies. Their new blades hung awkwardly at their sides, straps either too tight or too loose. One lanky boy with bright red hair noticed Evan's longsword and grinned. "Classic choice, sir." Evan returned a small nod and kept moving, the ghost of a smile on his lips. The architecture shifted as he neared the business district. Old cobblestones with duel scars still etched in them gave way to gleaming glass towers. Billboards mixed corporate ambition with martial imagery. A tech CEO posed confidently with a katana across his shoulders above the words, "Sharper business, sharper blades." Evan snorted softly. The man's grip was all wrong. Under the Armory Bridge, its beams now lined with solar panels, vendors were setting up their stalls. The air was thick with the scent of grilled meat and the sharper tang of freshly polished steel. Displays of scabbards in every color and design spilled from shop fronts, while repairmen worked quickly at benches, rewrapping grips or straightening bent guards. From a narrow side street came the sharp, rhythmic clang-clang of practice swords striking in a morning spar.
If you enjoyed this glimpse into the world of City of Blades, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more updates, behind-the-scenes content, and samples from my other work. You can listen to the rest of Evan Vale's journey right now. The full audiobook is available on Audible, and you can also pick up the paperback edition to add to your shelf. I've put the links to my official website, the full audiobook, and the paperback order page in the description below. And if you're looking for more stories, be sure to check out Whispers of the Lantern Fox, available for free right here on YouTube and on my website. Thanks for watching, and thank you for supporting my work.